Vixens, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Taurus, something you've been working on for about 3 years will pay off. Anything new will bring you gain. Teamwork is mentioned. So, building firm foundations for the future. Sometimes it's my study card and you're about to graduate. People paying you now for what you've worked or studied towards. Rewards for past effort. But there has been a tower moment of shock here somewhere. Those born on the 16th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. It's brought ruin, perhaps someone leaving home, financial losses, water and electrical problems. And a female fire sign, possibly Leo, could be Aries or Sagittarius. Financial success. Yes, you're spying on someone or someone is spying on you. There's a fox in the hen house. So the fox is your animal totem. Number 49. So something had to end so something new could take place. Everything happens for a reason. So the death of an old era and the beginning of a new. It's caused a lot of upset, chaos and ruin. But it was divinely meant. Step back and see who gives to you. Yeah. The ever unfolding rose. I know that you have been broken by this, but at the bottom of the deck we have a whole new emotional life with someone new. So the ever unfolding rose. It happens, something ends so that something new can begin. A new partnership of some type. Emotional happiness. So the challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open. To open through hurt and loss. To allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at this moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open, no matter how much it hurts. To continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now, and instead of cursing that difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open up to the truth that, perhaps as hard as it may be. Life is happening for you, not to you. And one day in the not too distant future, you will bless the things that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas are not going to be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. And one day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of your life. Everything's going to be okay. Let it crack you open. Leo, you are growing as a person, as a soul. There is abundance coming your way, possible pregnancy, harvest, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children, happiness and social gaiety. The Lady in Red. It's a curious connection to November the 11th, poppies and Remembrance Day. So therefore the military. Yeah, secrets are coming out. You are transforming from an unhealthy relationship or situation. Seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You are manifesting a new reality for yourself. Gemini is mentioned. We have those born on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd. There are no past date for your diary and address that are massively important. Or the 28th, the 29th and the 30th. All major arcanas. This is a massive event, and I did tell you that this year would be your transformation year. I know you don't like change, but change is coming. If there are any health issues, they will be healed. This could be Mercury retrograde. It's about communications. You have to be very careful what goes in your mouth as in diet medication, what comes out your mouth as in words written or spoken. Someone new may be entering your life, someone that works with wood, blades, cups, discs or fire. Roses and the passion flower could be important to you in some way, but and the medical field. If it's someone new entering your life, it could be anybody that works with these things. So anything from a hairdresser to a surgeon, a cashier to a banker, a joiner to a wood carver, and a potter to a barman. Some of them may wear hats. There could be issues with the arms and shoulders that need healing. Pomegranates are mentioned October the 11th. The carnival people, the travellers, the psychics, the mediums, the tarot reader. A secret will be revealed, the truth is coming out, and you have to stay positive and manifest a new beginning for yourself, because you are growing. And with it may come pain, but it is for your greater good. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. You've come to the proverbial bridge. It is now time to cross it. Do not cry over the spilt milk. You still have something to look forward to, but you must go forward now into a new future. So, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 28th, 29th, 30th, all massively important in a positive way. 5 months is mentioned, of which 3 have probably already gone. It's a disappointment that you played your part in. That's not to say that you to blame, but you did play a part in it. Peace is what's needed. Number 23 is important. So your inner peace is needed. Find it and you will be reborn. Something or someone new of major importance. Yep, there it is. So, something no longer belongs in your life and you are growing as a person. You are realizing this. Align your life. Number 34. What in your life no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties in life, and when you resist that psychic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it's harder to hold that facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. There. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to the way of being. If you pull this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were and the things you once defined yourself by. The job, the relationship, the mask you wore. And to embrace who you truly are now. To courageously step into the person that you became here to be, in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationship or circumstance, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment, so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. What in your life is not aligned or needs to change? Scorpio. There is happiness and social gaiety coming your way. You may feel stuck in a very deep depression, but you are coming out of that, and there is some social occasions to attend. 8 months is mentioned. And I've doubled it up. So, you are leaving the misery of the past behind and starting to venture out again into the wider world. There will be occasions to attend. They will bring you more clarity of thought, success, and the truth. So take your time. There's 8 months mentioned, but the truth will out and you will succeed. So clarity of thought, word and deed. Because at the moment there is some grieving I think you are doing. They never give us the same card twice for no reason, and it goes from positive to negative to positive again. It comes in waves. It's time to tie up those loose ends, clean it up. your side of the street and begin ending that chapter. There may be a very generous friend that will be there to help you. Someone with Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn energy in their chart. Yeah, I'm afraid this has been your rite of passage, initiation. It's something you had to go through, and it wasn't very pleasant. For 68. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents a journey that your soul is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you're headed somewhere beautiful. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth of meaning. Initiations like rites of passage mark a shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief or devastation. But it's through these seeming hardships that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take that sacred voyage into the more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and will be scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you're in the middle of this initiation right now, you will get through this, and one day soon, you will open because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred, and it will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. This is your rite of passage. So cross the threshold. Stop making that tunnel longer and go towards the light. Aquarius, we have Pisces energy. It's playing the martyr, playing the victim, sacrificing yourself. The story goes that this gentleman taught people how to use fire. The gods weren't pleased because they didn't want this to happen. So rather than everyone get punished, he volunteered to be punished for everyone else. A bit like Jesus. So they hung him by his feet, and every day the eagle would come and pick out his liver. And then every day he would heal, and the eagle would come the next day and do it again. Groundhog Day, if you like. So you may be in limbo, feeling this Groundhog Day, like every day is a trauma. He was eventually forgiven, but it was a very long time. So either you or someone else is playing the victim or the martyr. This is a karmic situation where there are secrets and hidden enemies. A Scorpio may be involved. Those born on the 12th live in our past state for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. You need to put your boundaries in place. Stop sacrificing yourself for other people that really aren't grateful. It's time to end a chapter. All you fixed signs are mentioned, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and yourselves. This is an end of an era. It will bring conflict and competition, but something needs to be over so that you can travel to the object of your desire be they persons, things or events. The number 72 and a string of pearls is connected to Pit Spirit with this card. It's been so long now I hardly remember why, but I just do know it's true. Yeah, and you deep within, you know that this needs to take place. When you start putting your boundaries in place, people aren't going to like it. It is going to cause conflict, but you stand your ground because these changes need to be made. The number 43 is mentioned, and those born on the 21st, living or past, if your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Yep. It's not for you, no. So, say no. It's time to say no. You've been saying yes too often. Number 26. Put your boundaries in place. You are being called to either pause or say no. Saying yes to something that you don't really want to say yes to will drain your energy and your time. You have to hold out for a congruent, aligned 100% yes. Often, when we're looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything. Not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance in itself. We all go through times known as waiting periods, and these times are crucial for our bodies to regenerate and a new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on our behalf. You don't need to be ploughing forward all the time to move forward. A potent, congruent yes, when the time is right, will put you ahead leaps and bounds. Don't force things now just because it seems like the only option. Take a breather and wait. The waiting is actually very productive. When the time for movement comes, you will be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because this time is a gift. Use it to tend your garden and take a rest, to take a moment from your busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. And come spring, clarity will bloom, and you will have the reserves, space and drive to say yes and act and move quickly. Say no, postpone or wait.